Netflix is definitely starting to show out and starting to buy more anime property.
They're starting to
So
compete.
yeah, yeah, they're
They're
getting
starting
into
to
that
compete.
market, which has got to be scary for Crunchyroll,
Right. I
right?
do wonder how much licensing plays a role in like what seasons are on Netflix, what seasons
Right,
are on Crunchyroll. Because oftentimes you'll see on Netflix they'll have the
yeah,
same anime as Crunchyroll on there, but it'll only be one season or two.
yeah, and I know like Crunchyroll has most of the exclusives, like where they only release episodes on Crunchyroll.
Mm-hmm.
So they have all those relationships built up and do a lot of that. But, with all the crashing that Crunchyroll's been doing in the past whenever they have a new episode or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
you might start to wonder where people might start switching over to Netflix to try and avoid those problems.
Right. Well, and you got to think how many people who have Crunchyroll already had Netflix. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So if Netflix starts to amp it up and really start to go hard and get every season of every anime, it'll be
And
hard not to leave Crunchyroll.
and and the problem, yeah, and the problem with Netflix is that you never truly know what they're trying to do, because a lot of, like, to get people to get into Netflix, they
Mm-hmm.
bought up a lot of properties. Like they bought up Friends and I think Parks and Recs, and they bought up a couple other ones that
Mm-hmm.
were like super crazy popular, and they overpaid for them. So when they
Mm-hmm.
went to renew, it was like the Marvel shows that they used to do on there, like Daredevil and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the Punisher,
I'm sure
um,
they made a fortune off of
Iron
those, though.
Fist. They did, but when it came time to renew, they overpaid for the properties, so they weren't making near as much as they probably should have. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Hey, we want to pay you a reasonable rate now." They're like, "Yeah, fuck off. We have our
Or
own
maybe they
platform
just got
now."
a bigger offer from Disney.
They are Disney's property.
Exactly.
It's not an offer.
But we
It's
don't
That's the
know.
company.
Disney has so much goddamn money that it's like, how are you going to compete with them in anything?
Well, I mean, they've had all kinds of issues with Disney Plus. It's just kind of like with Crunchyroll. But you would think like it's wild that how long was, like, Netflix really started going real heavy in the anime space, probably what, 2 or 3 months ago when I brought it up to you.
No, no.
Was it
I
that
mean,
long?
I would say about a year ago they started to
No, I'm
amp it.
talking like recently. They fucking just started uploading like a crazy amount. Like
Okay.
Black Clover recently, like a lot of MHA recently. Like
JJK.
yep, they really amped it up in the
Yeah.
last few
Okay.
months.
Yeah. Couple months.
And yeah, and it took them,
Thought you meant
two
generally.
months. It took essentially 2 months of Netflix starting to take animes for Crunchyrolls to finally make one big change, which was doing the profiles for
Hmm.
different people, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, dude,
It took
what?
long enough.
Yeah, and I was always bitching about that. I think I've said that one
This.
of our past episodes.
Well, and the first time we got it, the first thing we said was, "Oh shit, there's no
Yeah,
profiles."
yeah. And so when you're watching something that I'm watching or something I want to watch, like for
Hmm.
instance, you were running through Bleach for a while, and
Hmm.
it's like, okay, do I? And I don't think it's on there. I think we were watching that on Hulu.
Hmm.
But when you're watching a long show like that, let's say you're watching it, I would go, okay, I want to rewatch it then.
Hmm.
Then you would have to remember where you left off because we only have the one profile.
Yeah.
So if you're on season 7, episode 190,
Hmm.
and I'm on season 3, episode 47, we have to keep track of that because it's going to stop wherever the most recent person stopped. And
Yeah.
that's obnoxious.
Yo, what's good, anime lovers? It's your boy Blackie Chan. I'm with the Out of Pocket Anime Podcast, and I'm just here to remind you guys to please, please, please like, subscribe, comment, especially if you love the video. We appreciate all of you guys, and we hope you enjoy the video.